How's it going, everybody? Maurice here from noblecopytips, and today I want to give you some tips on how to concentrate when writing. Finding the time to write. Most writers are not full-time writers, meaning that they have other jobs to pay their bills and then write on the side. The first goal is to realize how many hours in a day you are busy with your other responsibilities. Then, work to write around them. For example, if you typically begin your day by waking up at 6 a.m., then I suggest you start to wake up at 5 a.m. instead. It will take a few days to get used to, but you can have that extra hour to write in the morning. And once you develop a routine, you won't even notice waking up an hour earlier is even a problem. A place to write. For the best concentration possible, I suggest you go to a part of your house that you only use for writing or reading and nothing else. If you write in the kitchen or in bed or on the couch or in a recliner, you will tend to slip out of the writing workflow and start daydreaming about food or falling asleep or worrying about work or a million other things. So, music for writing. Most times when I write, I usually have some type of classical music or ambiance playing softly in the background. Sometimes I do write without music, but most times it will be a faint melody of a movie soundtrack. Also, depending on what type of scene I am writing at the moment, I will seek that genre of music to hear while I write. It helps set the mood. The key here is to have no music with words playing as you write. I've tried that several times and I think it is almost impossible to concentrate. The song lyrics scramble the mind's focus and will have you thinking about other topics when you shouldn't be. If you do decide to use music when you write, don't use songs with lyrics. No food and no drink. It might seem harmless to have a cup of coffee by your side when you write. You might think it will keep the momentum going. And maybe for you it does, but not for me. It distracts me. Knowing that a hot cup of coffee is growing colder by my side only makes me want to drink it. This will throw me out of my concentration. Right? My suggestion for you is to only have a bottle of water or something without any delicious taste to it that will nag you and break your concentration. Keep food away from your writing area. I don't care whether it's chips or pizza or yogurt, whatever it is. Keep it all away. Food is a major distraction. And the heavier the food is, it will likely make you grow tired while you write. And that is not good. You want to be focused. I would suggest not having any food before writing for that very purpose too. Use food and drink as a reward for when you are done writing. The word count. Keeping a steady goal of a word count is mandatory. Granted, if all you can do is a sentence or two, it's still good, I guess, but not really. By not hitting your daily goal, it breeds laziness. The next day, you won't be as ambitious to hit that goal because you slacked the day before. Whatever the word count is you give yourself, I advise you to stick with it. It will make you feel like you are accomplishing a major task by never quitting. Read beforehand. It doesn't have to be an entire chapter of a novel to give you ambition, but if you can manage a few pages of a good book or a few poems just before you start writing, I think your writing will benefit from it. The gorgeous language of poetry is something every writer should try to achieve during their novel. Especially for descriptions of landscapes or characters or deep introspective moments of a character, poetry can really enhance the moment. Keep a notepad while you write. I always have a notepad, pen, and open Microsoft Word doc when I'm writing. In case I need to recall certain moments in my story for later on, I will quickly jot them down. I'm constantly doing this. It helps me keep track of the little ideas that might help me later on during the editing process. Hide the phone. Most times, technology is a disaster for any author's writing process because you can quickly scroll and text or watch a video. And before you know it, you spent 20 minutes watching some dumbass video on Instagram instead of writing your novel. If you want to take the writing seriously, then I suggest you place your phone on silent and in a different room. Web blocker apps. If you find yourself easily distracted by surfing the internet when you should be writing, then think about getting a web blocker extension. These extensions are made specifically for this purpose. It's difficult enough to manage the time to write without getting distracted. It's so easy just to enjoy YouTube or scroll Facebook or whatever. This happens all the time. Don't let it stop you from completing your novel. For any more creative writing tips, you can check out noblecopytips. Take care.